Howdy do motherfuckers, it's Weezy baby niggas bitching and I gotta tuck that. Listen close, I got duct tape and rope. I leave you missing like the fucking Earth balance. One hand on my money, one hand on my buddy. That's the AK-47, make his neighborhood love it. Bullets like birds, you can hear them bitches humming. Don't let that bird shit, he got a weak stomach. Niggas know I'm sick, I don't spit, I vomit. Got it, one egg short of the omelet. Simon says, shoot a nigga in the stallion leg and tell him catch up like mayonnaise. I'm the sickest nigga doing it, bet that baby. These other niggas dope, I'm wet crack baby. Yes, get back, boy, this a setback. Clumsy ass nigga slip and fall into a debt trap. Them boys pussy, born without a backbone. And if you strap, we can trade like the Dow Jones. Run him up, I hope he got his towel on. I aim at the moon and get my howl on.
Our women are doing better, but they're not doing well. If you're the most educated demographic in the country, it would stand to reason that eventually that's going to turn into dollars. And if that turns into dollars, it stands to reason that you will probably be the bigger breadwinner in your relationship. Are you ready for that?
Okay, so let me ask you this. That is a very good
Most women are not.
So when the woman is the breadwinner,
Yes.
boy, does it get super complicated.
Black women are under the impression that when they become accomplished and they make more money, that black men are intimidated by them.
Do you not agree that some
It's
are?
ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I don't need no man. It's killing our women. You need a man. You need a man. Whether you are romantically linked with him or not, you need a man.
Ever. Good morning, friends. I'm sorry that my hair like this. I'm gonna get it together, I promise. But we got bigger fish to fry right now. I really was not expecting that video to go like that. Like, I really wasn't. I really was just speaking my mind and my heart. But the more I'm reading the comments and the more these men are pouring out, you know what I'm saying, their feelings and shit and how they really feel, I'm starting to realize that money is not the root of our evil. It's really women. And they're going to cancel me for saying this because, you know, I guess I am one of them. But when you really think about it, the source of everybody's pain stems from a motherfucking woman. They are the most evilest, manipulative, vindictive, victimized ass motherfuckers on this planet. They carry that little girl ass mentality with them forever. And at some point, you got to be a grown ass motherfucking woman. And some of these bitches just not going for that. It saddens me that a lot of our women, they hate their daughters and they're overly obsessed with their sons. That shit be so wild to me. You know what I'm saying? Most women hate other women. It don't even matter. Like, little girl, you know what I'm saying? It could be a baby. Women gonna find a reason to be jealous of another female. It's gonna be something. Okay, think about all the women, you know what I'm saying, growing up, they call you fast, you know what I'm saying, they got all this negative ass shit to say about you when they had just got done doing some of that shit maybe 2 or 3 years before. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of them bitches still was doing some of the shit that they talk about other people for. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, y'all got to stop praising these bitches just because they put their kids on top of the line clothes. These bitches put them clothes and shit on them kids and put them shoes and shit on them kids because that's a reflection of them. If you put your eyes on the child and the child look good, you gonna automatically think that the mama just doing her shit. Whole time this bitch done been on 5 dates this week and ain't cooked them children out one hot ass motherfucking meal. They done ate fucking McNuggets all week. These women don't give a fuck about no child happiness. Women don't really give a fuck about nothing but themselves, to be honest. I hate to say it, but women are wasting so many broken homes out here. That's why there's so many misguided men. Because a lot of these men are attracted to women that are just like their mama. And it's sad to say they might love their mama to death, but they did not have a good ass mama. So a lot of men grow up or they become grown and they cling to what's familiar to them. And then they find a good woman and they lock up because I don't know nothing about this. Then you have women out here that know a man is good. See, he have a good heart. See, he just a pure, genuine person. Ain't nobody perfect. But women see shit like that. And they play against that shit. They can know that you have, ties to a child and you don't want to be with the mama. They'll block you from being with your child and the child mama and don't even love you. Women do a lot of fucked up ass shit to people and don't even love them. That's what be the fucked up shit about it. Because a nigga or kids or anybody been and went through so much shit behind a motherfucker, all to finally realize one day, damn, this motherfucker don't even love me. This motherfucker was all out for their own personal gain this whole time. It's sad because nobody talks about, I hate to say this shit, but a lot of the reason why a lot of us do not have fathers or have a daddy in our life is not because our daddy didn't want to be there or our daddy didn't love us. It's because we had a damn bird brain ass bitch for a mama. A bitch that rather prove a point to a nigga than let a child have a healthy relationship with their dad. Like, a lot of our parents, not saying parents, let's talk, because it's not about the dads today, it's not about the dads. But a lot of these women, they see men love their child, especially little girls. Especially little girls. They see a man love their child in a way that a man ain't never loved nobody before, and the first thing they want to do is take that away from them. A lot of us didn't have this picture painted in our mind that, our daddy just this or our daddy was just that. Some of us ain't had no explanation about our daddy. You know what I'm saying? We just had to fill in the blanks. But now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to fill in my own motherfucking blanks, and I'm starting to realize that a lot of the reason why, especially women, we don't have dads is because a nigga didn't feel like sitting there going through it with a bitch every single day to raise no motherfucking child. Like, raising children is already a job. You mean to tell me that you want a nigga to fight with you through hell and high water to take care of his own motherfucking child? When you know that he already willing to do that shit? When you already see his joy in his heart to do that shit? A lot of us, we need to go hug our daddy and kiss our daddy and love our daddy because we don't understand what the fuck he had to go through. Because it's always mama, baby, daddy, maybe. So this bitch already just make up our rules. I just follow them bitches. And then you get to listen to what everybody else get to listen to, whatever narrative she put out about me, and I just got to go with it. I can't put my hands on you. I can't fight for my family. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole time these bitches want these niggas to fight for them. And these niggas was out here being niggas, doing what niggas do. And these bitches see that these niggas was still loving their kid. Sure enough, like, niggas have ass. You know what I'm saying? But everybody have ass. Like, that's what kills me about women. Y'all trying to make it seem like niggas just be half-assing their kids. Baby, we be half-assing too. We do not do everything we about to do in regards to these kids. Now, we do the best that we can every single day. But a lot of these bitches, the reason why little girls don't have dads and shit like that is because bitches be the lulu in their brain. It don't be the nigga. A nigga just be being the same nigga he been since before motherfucking time. And you carry your motherfucking ass along and try to be the queen of this nigga universe. And he wasn't checking for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of y'all hoes just don't got the courage and have the balls to say that, a nigga didn't want me. Or a nigga chose something else. Or a nigga fucked me over. But he was a good ass daddy though. No, y'all don't want to say that shit. Y'all want to take everything from a nigga. And that is the reason why a lot of us do not have no motherfucking daddy. Not because the nigga didn't love us or because the nigga didn't want us. The nigga ain't trying to catch no motherfucking charge. You know what I'm saying? Fighting no hoe, trying to see a fucking kid. Like, girl, fuck you in it, baby. I would've said the same shit.
Now come on in the house and say bye to Charlene and the kids. Fuck them kids. Fuck the kids?
Yep. Look at the mama. The mama, 9 times out of 10, that's the root cause right there. You said some things. You triggered a lot of people, like you normally do. So there's this podcast. Is it Good Moms, Bad Decisions, Bad Choices, or something?
What the hell is even that?
They said something real crazy. I just want to address that.
You sent me the video?
Yes.
Okay.
Good Mom Bad Choices kind of gives you an idea where their heads is at.
Diabolical.
This is filthy work.
It's one thing to be baby mama once, but don't you dare allow another man to baby mama you twice. That is 1000% your fault. At this point, it's a choice. And then stop teaching that to our daughters. I am so sick and tired of people trying to pacify the fact that it's just okay to be a single mom. Because they ruined it for themselves. Yes, they did.
They definitely did.
They absolutely lowered their wife value on the market because they were frivolous with their body.
What the Their wife value? What are we, Carfax? Buy a property?
First of all, Sarah, on tonight, the fact that you beige women, I don't really know how you sleep at night. Because the way in which you are actually degrading black women by perpetuating this idea that our value is somehow linked to whether or not we're married.
Single moms get remarried every day. Hi, hello, it's me. This type of narrative makes women stay in unhealthy dynamics, abusive relationships, all
Because they're so afraid of being
single mom. She said if they were all drowning, I would save my husband and let my kids drown because we can make more kids. First of all, go have some kids and come back.
I just feel like you don't really like women. That's why. You don't. You don't really like women, which means you're.
Shut up, bitch!
First of all, let me start here because this real y'all automatically say about this shit. Because Sarah didn't say anything. So even when
You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious.
I find that interesting because when and she's getting the it's like nasty to men, which is funny because
That nigga got a point.
Gotcha, bitch.
right. I digress, man. Let me go ahead and let her rock.
Let her cook.
Wow. Wow.
Ooh, child.
Yeah, you mad, bro? Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care. I don't.
I saw this video, actually, and I think I commented something along the lines of, y'all are being reactive and I'm being proactive. And the funny part is this podcast, they asked me to come on their show twice last year. And the only reason why I haven't gone to do their show is because they shoot in LA. And they said we could do it virtual too, but I like being in person. So it's fine.
It's probably a good thing that you didn't because clear to what you said. Imagine how that
I hate women and all these different things. Now, this is the thing. When I saw this clip, I went to their pages, right? I'm pretty sure that both of them have daughters. And my issue is your podcast is called Good Moms, Bad Decisions.
Bad Choices.
Bad choices. Well, I think maybe it should be questionable moms and bad choices. Because for you to have daughters and be like, shut up. That's the first thing that I noticed. You said shut up after I said, if you get baby mama twice, it's a choice. No, I will not shut up. If you're not teaching your daughter, somebody has to. And I hope that maybe if they grow up and they might see or hear voices like mine, because your voice is the voice that ends up, they're probably single moms. And one said that she just got married. Who knows what her situation is? I don't know. But this is one thing that I would say. I'm sure their comments are flooded with other women that are hurrahing them because that's what women do. They deflect accountability by playing the victim. And they want to tell me and they want to villainize someone. I hate women. No, I'm not a girl's girl. I am a woman's woman. I'm going to talk to you straight. I'm going to keep it real. And if you are out here telling little girls, telling our daughters that it is okay to go sleep with multiple men and have multiple children by multiple men, you hate women. In fact, you probably hate your daughters. You probably hate that you see the man that got you pregnant and left you in that child, which is why you have no problem telling me to shut up because you are not willing to stand on the truth. I will die on this sword. I will die on it. And you know what? Homegirl that said that I don't know how many kids she had. I don't know what her situation is. She got married. She is the exception. Let's keep it real. If she has multiple children by multiple men, she is the exception.
Right, because single mothers do get remarried all the time.
Yes, they do.
Right.
They definitely do. It's like, you really think that these moms, what degrades our black women is to continue to perpetuate the lie and the story that it is okay to just shoot to be a single mom. You really think that these moms were shooting to be single? Like that was the goal?
No woman wants to be a single mother.
That is
I think
the
it's
point.
a hype. I think it's a hype to have a baby daddy.
It's
It's
what?
a what?
It's the hype to have a baby daddy.
What do you
These
mean?
women love to complain about their baby daddies.
No, I feel like they love to complain because they're not healed. They love to complain because it's easier to complain than to fix your own bad choices, as the called. I have so many questions. I feel like, personally, I would be ashamed as a mother to be out here telling other women that it's okay for you to shoot to be a single mom. You
Is that
should
what
be
they're
ashamed
saying?
of yourself. We need to bring shame back.
Is that what they're saying? Or are they just
I think
saying
they
that you're...
pacify it.
I
They
think
pacify. This is the thing. You didn't hit me with a single fact. You hit me with feelings.
I say shit like that all the time.
You didn't hit me with a single fact. You hit me. You feel triggered because you are a part of the group that I talk to. If you're getting smashed left and right and you are a baby mama, right, by multiple different men, the truth is your wife value. And then let's talk about that. She's like, what is this, Carfax? No, it's Hofax. And we're running the numbers. And the same way, the same way that you check somebody's credit, right? You check somebody's credit before they can get a car.
Or the T-app.
It's the same way a man is checking your credit before he chooses you as a wife. FACTS.
Fact.
If you desire to be a wife to a high-value, high-earning masculine man or a high-value masculine man, there are certain things that will write you off and disqualify you from that. And if you don't get that, I don't know what to tell you. I have no idea. I don't know how to argue. I don't know how to make it make sense. I don't know how to say it, but the fact that you're upset. But this is what I do know. Just because you're upset by it doesn't make it any less true.
What did you say, nigga?
I agree.
People be like, oh my God, I'm outraged. Okay, be outraged. It's still the truth.
Yep.
It's still the truth. And that's what people do. They get outraged and try to I know, I'm leaning in. Do you hear me? Ladies, I will lean into the fact that if you want to be baby mama again and again and again and again and again, that's fine. I'm not judging you. I'm letting you know what your bad choices turn into. Your bad choices turn into less of a high quality man choosing you. And if you just want to be single the rest of your life, do you, boo? Get it how you live it. I don't care. I'm not judging you. But let's keep it real. And that's the problem. Women feel so attacked. They feel so attacked by the truth. It's crazy. And then they teach it to their daughters. And I pray to God these women don't have daughters. If they do, they should be ashamed of themselves. Shame, shame, double shame. We need to bring shame back.
Don't nobody dig your body, bitch. You are upside down bowling pin figure body, bitch. I'm gonna keep it going. You are a Quasimodo body, bitch. Upper half Lizzo, bottom half Tory Doe body, bitch. You got a little girl grown body, bitch. You can't even shop at Forever 21 for your clothes body, bitch. Don't laugh at me. Laugh at this funny shaped body, bitch. You got a car oil funnel shaped body, bitch. You're a victim. Here we go, CSI. Nasty bitch.
But here's the poison that's being put in the water. I don't need no man. I don't need no man.
Oh, well.
It's killing our women.
You know what I mean?
Because, listen to me, I'm telling you right now, as a big brother, and I'm telling y'all right now, we can sit here, we can play games if y'all want, but we're gonna have a real conversation right now. I don't need no man that's killing all of our women. Because let me tell you something. You need a man. Whether you are romantically linked with him or not, you need a man. Every man that you know needs a woman.
What up, family? How's everybody doing today? Gifted, highly favored, and loved, right? What's the goal for the day, y'all? What's the goal every day? Man. We got the future stars over here. Hold on. Where y'all at? Damn. Thank y'all. Hi. Over there hiding. I gotta get y'all one more time. Is that okay? Yeah. You gonna do it this time? No? God dang, girl. Come on. All right, who you are?
My name is Kai Drayton. I play for the Bay Area Buccaneers, and I'm 11 years old.
That's it. Superstar right there.
You guys can get a position before.
Who are you?
I'm Sophia. I'm 12 years old, and I play volleyball.
That's it. Come on, Vegeta.
Next.
You next? Nah, man, you next. Get at your ass over there. Who you are?
Cameron Coolvelly.
And who you play for?
Bay Area Buccaneers.
And how old are you?
8.
That's what's up. Come on, man. Cool, dude. Them dread. Who are you?
Jason Drayton.
Uh-huh. How old are you?
10.
Who you play for?
Bay Area Buccaneers.
Football? There you go. Come on, superstar. Who you are?
Daniel Coolvelly.
How old are you?
10.
And who you play for?
The Bay Area Buccaneers football.
That's it. Superstar right there. The littlest one over there hiding. Thank y'all so much again. Get somebody to smile. Make sure you smile, y'all. Big facts. So check this out. I just want to talk.
I just want to try to get people to this understanding of life that we live in, to this understanding about emotions, because this is the biggest downfall for every single person that's living on this earth. It's understanding emotions to overstand the devil within you. Again, y'all, realizing that we've been cursed, that we live in a world that don't want us here, that we live for the Most High and not for a Jesus. We live for Yahshua and Yahusha. We don't live for God. And we have a purpose. We have powers. We have these abilities within self. But in order to tap into that, you got to learn how to master self. And part of mastering self, one of the biggest keys is dealing with your emotions. Understand this. Things happen to every single person on this earth. Why? Because there's bad. Because we have a choice. And if we're not taught correctly, we're going to make the wrong choices in life. And with that being said, develops a certain part of bitterness, a certain part of selfishness, a certain part of I can do what I want and not be told anything.
Women that hate everything that men are saying don't like men. They like their resources. How do most women, well, let's say specifically black women react and respond when they hear what black men say about what they prefer with hair?
We don't do it for you. We do it for ourselves.
Okay. Same with makeup, right? Same with how they dress. We'll try to explain, hey, even what you're co-signing on social media with some other women's behavior that's very concerning. We don't like seeing very toxic stuff being done to another black man and black women supporting it because a black woman's doing it. We literally tell you this. And when Kanye said Instagram got your B, social media got your woman, that's real. So when I made that statement, I think a month or so ago, when I said this whole all skin folk is kinfolk thing is gone. If you don't listen to me, if you don't respect me, if you don't like my standards, if everything I'm telling you that makes me more attractive to you, you don't want to do and let me know is not for me, it's for you, you're functionally operating for the female gaze, not the male gaze. Women that hate everything that men are saying don't like men. They like their resources. So if you got a real attitude and you get defensive about every single thing that we say out loud or even privately, and this is the crazy part, you'll insulate yourself from criticism by saying we hate women, we hate our own mamas. When we go to the women that are giving us those things, you call us sellouts. And you're attacking men from both angles. It's real bad.
Because you don't want to listen. All of those things you don't want to do is what's triggering you, your emotions. And this is why I say anyone that's stuck in their emotions can easily be possessed. You're a walking possession just waiting to happen.
Here's a freaking example.
Oh, Lord.
When I start talking about how women that are more masculine need to have a more feminine man. How when I say women, you haven't minded your tone, you don't know how to bring it down, you're disrespectful, you're rude, you're condescending, and you're entitled. How come women can't say, oh, you know what? That's an opportunity for me to grow. You know what they say? They say, I don't need no man anyway. These men ain't about nothing anyway. Why would I want to be with the man anyway? Have you seen the dating pool? The dating pool is trash. You literally have just deflected every part of accountability that you have to take. Every part of it. So men have learned not to, it's easier to have a household that way. I'm not gonna fight you in this house because men would rather have peace. So their way of having peace is by not expressing themselves and just by choosing not to be happy, which is not fair. It's not fair.
If you don't have self-control, which you need to be meditating, become a walking meditation. So that way 24 hours you are meditating. That doesn't mean you have to sit there and go, all day. That necessarily means learn how to multitask. Learn to multitask as you're doing the things that you are doing. We realized multitasking was a bad thing because people that can't multitask, they be fucking up.
Red. Read. Red. Okay. Some kind of sick joke. Lead. Lead. It's obvious. Breathe. Red. Something you clearly don't get.
People that can multitask, they don't have these issues. It's because they're different. They have this ability. They have this gift. Chosen ones. You are chosen when you are on your path. Realize that you can be a miracle baby. But just because you're a miracle baby don't mean you're under the Most High. And this is where a lot of y'all fail, because y'all think because y'all just a miracle baby that you are automatically a chosen one and no one can tell you right from wrong. You just know everything. How is that possible? I had a good talk with a friend of mine last night, right? And he's been on this journey, fasting, getting his body in better shape, getting his mental in better shape, right? And as I'm talking to him, and I'm trying to get him to see what I'm talking about, he didn't grasp onto it. And I had to pull that back and tell him, did you catch on to what I was saying? Because you're drifting off to a whole different part of what I was saying, but that wasn't the main purpose of what I was saying. Don't let that go over your head. I said it again, and I noticed he didn't catch on. And then he was getting emotional. This was letting me know about this demon that was coming up out of him. Pulling that demon out of him, because I was talking to his spirit. I was reading signs. I was paying attention to see what signs would give off as I was talking. And once I noticed his emotions was kicking in, I noticed he's still weak-minded. Why? Because he's still letting himself be possessed through his emotions. So once I broke it down to him, and I didn't back down from that demon, I put the mirror right on that demon. And I let him know, I'm near. I see you. I'm not going to get in my emotions like you want me to. No, sir. I'm going to be happy as can be. I'm going to say what I'm going to say to you, and I'm going to paint the picture so you can get it, because I know you can get it, because I know the person that is in you. You are special, and you're special for that reason, and you need to tap into your powers so you don't let this demon control you. And when I got him to click to what I was saying, he said, oh shit, you right. I said, this is what I'm saying. You got to realize and notice this demon when he's coming, when he's there, before you hurt someone else because of your emotions that you can control. But you can't control what you can't see. Do you get what I'm saying? Not everything is what you just see from your eyes. The eyes is useless if the mind can't see. So if your mind is not seeing the picture that I'm painting, then that means you still got growing to do. And as I'm telling him this, I say, you got to realize you're not better than the master. I came to you to wake you up, to pull you out of this matrix. Now, just because you know some things now doesn't mean you're above me. And this is where us chosen ones fall short, because our powers get the best of us. To the fact that we can't even be told anything different. We're not going to see things differently. And that's what I was trying to get him to understand. Put aside your emotions still. You still have room to grow and learn. Don't think you elevated past me whatsoever. And this is what you see in Kung Fu Panda. You see this in all Kung Fu movies. About that chosen one, realizing that he had the power within himself, but he had to tap into that. And the master just couldn't tell him exactly what he needed him to know, because he wouldn't get it. So he had to break it down in different, ways for him to recognize it and see it within himself along his path. Does that make sense? This is exactly what we're going through today, and that's what I was telling him. You got to realize you're just like Goku, bro. You have these powers. You was sent to this earth and you bumped your head. You don't know who you are. Tap into that. Things happen to you for reasons. You get protected for reasons. You know how to multitask for a reason, because that's part of your gift. And using your spider senses, this is what the Most High gave you, so you can be aware, have awareness, no different than animals, so they can protect themselves so they won't get eaten, protect themselves from violent people, and so they can hunt. Tap into your powers, so that way you can prevent this demon from possessing you, and you can see it on other people, so you know how to move correctly. Not every job, not every school, not every place you go to requires you to be there, because the demon that's there doesn't want you there. Do you understand, understand what I'm saying? And people fall short of this because they're not on this level of understanding frequency. Everybody's talking about energy and don't realize the energy that they carry within themselves. But they know there's everybody else's energy. How? So I was telling my homeboy, I'm like, bro, I put my scanner on. Beep, beep.
What's it say?
Well, beep, 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 beep. And it's telling me, you still only at 700. You ain't passed me yet. So don't act like it. Because you don't realize how it's still developing selfishness. And I noticed that when he was talking, because he said, as far as other people and how they don't get it and how they're not like him in a way and how he's different. And I said, this is a problem. He said, what? I said, the fact that you think like this is still a part of you being selfish. To be chosen is not to be selfish like that. These people are not the same. These people don't have the abilities that you have because you are gifted, not them. So don't be selfish about the powers that you have and the protection that you have over you. Have sympathy for other people, but recognize where they come from. And don't forget where you come from. It's all about lessons, y'all. And this is where we fall short in this world because we forget that we're being taught every day. You're repeating the same day over and over because you still ain't learned the lessons. Think about what I'm saying. The End of Tomorrow, I think it was. Tom Cruise, he kept repeating the same day over and over. Why? Because he still didn't learn the lesson. And once he figured it out, that's when he woke up and everything else started to happen. What do you think is happening with you? A lot of y'all give up just because of fear. Because this happened to you, and now you don't want it to happen again, but you didn't realize or recognize there's a different way to approach that situation. Just because there was a stoppage, a roadblock, doesn't mean you just stop. That's how the devil works. He's going to try to distract you. And that's why I was telling my homegirl the day I was talking to. I said, man, I love the old you. You was beautiful. Now you done changed your whole body. You got this and that on for what? Another man, but at the same time, out of your breath is, I don't want and need a man. What was the point and purpose? That's because you was listening to the devil in your ear tickling you, thinking that you need that to enhance yourself because you're not proud of who you truly are because you're possessed. And that demon is going to get you to see things differently. Do this and do that to yourself. Do this and do that. Keep hurting yourself so you can be weak, so I can control you. And this is what he's doing to a lot of y'all women. A lot of y'all women make decisions that y'all should not be making on your own. One, you need a man's guidance to show you and teach you these things. Two, you need to stay out of your emotions when you're making decisions. If you with a man, and that man, that's what I had to tell her, it's not cheating for a man. We're adults, so we're gonna have this high level conversation. Cheating was for women. Y'all get penetrated, y'all get spirits into y'all. That is cheating. This is why polygamy is a sin in the Bible. Women are not supposed to be out here having multiple men, period.
Period. I look like sharing a man. Y'all, I was one of those kids, those greedy kids as a little girl, okay? I promise you guys. I didn't want to share nothing with nobody. I am the last baby in my family. I didn't want to share nothing, okay? So now that I'm a grown woman, I couldn't share my toys as a kid. You think I'm going to share my man with you, sis? That's what you think? You think now that I'm a grown woman is the time that I'm going to pick to start the sharing. Now I'm going to say, you want some of what I got? I ain't sharing shit, let alone a man, okay? So when I find out you've been playing with my toys, sis, you can have it. There are other toys out here. I ain't sharing no man with nobody. I ain't even gonna question her about a man that we sharing at all. I'm gonna start the healing process, okay? Period. Period. I look like sharing a man.
It was okay for polygyny for a man to have multiple wives and concubines. Why? Because the Most High made man to procreate. Women are supposed to be at this understanding. Women are supposed to learn about their emotions. Women are supposed to be the soft pillow for a man. You're supposed to be a helpmate to a man. You are here to serve a man. Y'all don't want to hear that word, serve. Grow the fuck up. Simple as that. With a smile on my face. Grow up.
Women have such dysregulated emotions.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
They do. They have such dysregulated emotions that they'll say, I'm leaving this thing because I'm not happy. What the hell does that mean? What is it? What do you mean you're not happy? Oh my God, he didn't. And this whole like woke community, this I need to feel seen, heard, and I need to be acknowledged 100% of the time. That's why you're single.
Sarah.
That's your problem.
Sarah.
If you think a person is supposed to get you 100% of the time, if you think that a person is supposed to make you happy 100% of the time, stay single. Don't get married.
Sarah.
Don't date. Don't even get to know anybody because you don't even make yourself happy 100% of the time. How do you expect a man to do this?
Sarah.
I'm so sick and tired of it. What? You keep saying me. What?
Isn't it important for men to be happy in their relationships?
It's the most important.
There are large amounts of men that will disagree with you.
No, I think large amounts of men have gotten conditioned to feeling like their happiness doesn't matter. But that whole happy wife, happy life is BS. It's happy spouse, happy house. If you aren't looking at it from a space of we are here to serve each other, that's why 2 out of 3 marriages end in divorce.
Mm-hmm.
And the craziest part is most divorces are initiated by the women.
And that's taking care of you. He's taking care of the kids. He's taking care of the house.
Uh-oh.
And you're sitting up here asking, is he even worth me staying with him?
Get her.
You're not going to understand the magnitude of asking a question like that until that man looks at you and asks if it's worth staying with you.
Oh, get
Now,
her.
don't get me wrong. Do you know what it looks like outside?
Look at Cooker.
Do you know how many women are taking care of themselves and taking care of their houses
She has
and their
no
kids
idea.
without a man present that wants to be that partner in that season?
Come on.
Ambition is beautiful.
Get her.
Ambition is a beautiful thing, but partnership is amazing. Having somebody that's willing to be in that with you. I think that's disgusting how we discard people based on a comparison of what we think love is supposed to look like. This don't even sound like a real train of thought. This sounds like an Instagram topic or debate.
Come on.
Is it worth me staying with my man
Talk to her.
that's taking care of me, my kids, and my house?
I like her.
In the year 2025, when the job market is cooked, when the housing market is cooked, when people are walking away from their children, you got somebody at home that is paying your bills.
Come on.
He is taking care
Look
of
at her
you,
looking up in the air.
and he is taking care of your kids, and you are figuring out, should I leave him? Are you cool?
Is you cool, baby love? Oh, let's see the reaction. Oh yeah, she looked away because she knows she ain't shit. Because that's what it is. Obeying. Y'all don't realize, and I had to tell this to my lady the other day. I said, you gotta realize that men, we obey y'all all day long. And for y'all to sit there and say y'all don't want to obey us because we got certain stipulations and certain, ground rules that we have to maintain to keep our foot on your neck so you can keep the demon away from us, and y'all don't want to hear it, how? How does the word obey trigger you? You're too damn emotional. You got growth to do.
Go ahead, Lisa.
No, it just seems like we receive the information as if they're the enemy. Like we're not even as if they're the enemy telling us something, which is why we don't want to receive it. And it's just like, why are we looking at it like that? Why are men our enemy? If they're giving general advice, right? And this is something that we want to achieve, why don't we see it how Coach Tay said it? Like they putting us on game, they trying to put us on. Why do we see it as, oh, I'm disregarding that. Like I'm not taking in this information. I'm not gonna apply it. I'm gonna just disregard it because it doesn't matter.
It's because of what makes us feel like media. It's because of what makes us feel like that. That's the problem, I think, sometimes.
Number one, they say that we the ops.
That's a good point.
Number two is because they're not talking to us. Remember?
If words still trigger you, you got a lot of work to do. If someone else can still trigger you just by the things that they say, you got work to do. Everything ties to emotions. And if any way, shape, or form you get triggered into your emotions, you can be possessed. Do you hear me? You can be possessed. And as y'all being emotional creatures that have a period every month, y'all got to learn this shit because y'all don't realize y'all are the fucking demons that they talk about in this Bible that y'all read. It warns us about women.
When Adam fell, God gave him the reason for why he was punishing him. And he told him this, because you have obeyed the voice of your wife. Man's greatest sin and the greatest threat to a man's life when everything was otherwise perfect was the opinion of a woman. Now, this is not to be divisive. This must be stated as fact. We see this also in the life of King Saul. King Saul loved David. The Bible says that King Saul loved David. He took him into his own house. He was raising him like his own son. But when the women said, Saul has slayed his thousands and David his 10,000s, he immediately after that changed. What changed Saul? From that day, he tried to kill David. Why? The opinion of a woman. We also see that with the prophets. Elijah was the quintessential prophet of the Old Testament. He had just called down fire from heaven. He had called rain to come down. But immediately after those things, Jezebel said, I'm going to get you. And Elijah ran like a coward. Why? The opinion of a woman. Women were made from the depths of man, from the deep part of man. They are very influential. They have a power to persuade. This is the power of a woman. Her power is not force like a man's power is. Her power is persuasion. And many men aren't honest about this, so they don't know how to protect themselves against it. And those who have been burnt by it immediately reject it. And so they're abusive or forceful towards women. Neither one of those is healthy. A woman's opinion represents desire. This is what Eve brought to Adam. She brought to him desire. And her wish was all but Adam's command. And so men will move in response to a woman's desire. I said one time how I was playing basketball. The first time I was playing basketball for a team. And this girl I had a crush on, she was a cheerleader. Her name was Deanna. And I was going up for a layup. She said, go, Dorsey. And I didn't know how to handle that. I threw the ball all over the net. I'm talking about all over the backboard. I probably was about 9 or 10 years old, but it gave me such a surge for the first time to have this woman's desire on me. She was even a girl back then, but her desire on me gave me a surge that I didn't know how to understand right then. And I had been raised around women, but I liked her. There is a power in the opinion of a woman. This is part of the reason that God sends out men alone into the wilderness. One of the things that a man has to learn is who he is and what he wants outside of the opinion of women. Later for what? And see, because this is a powerful thing. The opinion of women will often try to form a real man. And they'll say, well, a real man does this and a real man does that. You have to know who you are, what you want, and what you're here to do outside of anything that forms you. Whatever forms you is your God. Understand that. Whoever image and likeness you're made in is your God. And God has formed man. So you have to understand who you are before God, not before the opinion of a woman. In the opinion of a woman, John the Baptist would have been wild, dirty, and uncultured. In the opinion of a woman, Jesus would have been a no-job loafer. In the opinion of a woman, Paul must have been gay because he didn't get married. You cannot live your life in the opinion of a woman. And this is why it is important for men to take young men in cordoned off environments without the opinion of a woman. Listen, when I was young, we had barbershops. One of the realest places you ever used to be able to be in the black community was a barbershop. It was all men. I'm not against, anybody being in there now, but I understand how the conversations changed over the years. It's certain things that are no longer said, certain things that are no longer taught in those environments, because the environments are full of women now. And men, whether you like it or not, do not respond and behave the same in environments with women. Some men minimize, some men aggrandize, some men become more nurturing, and some men become more violent. But it is the truth that men's psychology changes. I remember one time we were playing basketball. It was an all-male environment. We were playing basketball. For reference, this was in jail. And we were playing basketball and everything was going fine. And this CEO walked in there. Woman. Fine woman. She walked in there and just walked past. Man, you would have thought that everybody got on steroids. The way people just went to dunking and behind the back passing and everything became more fierce. The competition got serious. And the only thing that changed was the eyes of a woman. Now, with that said, should women cause men to be better? Do better? Should they cause them to perform at a greater level? Absolutely. They absolutely should. A woman should polish a man, and a woman can polish a man like nothing else in this world. A woman can propel a man to greatness more than any other thing in this world. But what she cannot do is she cannot form that man. So a man must know who he is outside of the opinion of a woman. This is why Paul repeats the phrase, man was formed first. You must first be formed by God. Even after a certain age, a mother cannot form her son. She must get that young boy around certain trusted men that she can put them around without her being there. She don't need to be there. I'm telling you, see, the key of it is she can't just bring her son around influential men. She has to not be there because who he is around those men is different from who he is around her. And he needs to be able to express and to explore who he is in the presence of other men. Because a man is only truly a man in the presence of other men. I've said this before. You know who you are in the presence of other men. And this is why men know men. Men have a sniff test for other men. But the single most important thing that God's been revealing to me is that the opinion of a woman will sometimes linger longer than her presence. I have opinions in my mind that I've been fighting with for years that I understand I would have never got with God if he would have tried to save me in the street. I would have not went through the periods of looking bad. I would have not went through the periods of crying. I would have not been able to go through the periods of disillusionment. I would not have been willing to do that in the presence of women. Men ain't willing to look bad in the presence of women. And God understands that. Sometimes you have to go through the wilderness. Sometimes he has to put you by yourself. Don't reject that, calling you out to a period of isolation, to a period where the opinions of, because the woman represents in many ways the soul, where the opinions of your soul aren't so much inundating you that you can't form a valid opinion, to where you don't know who you are. You got to know who you are before God and God alone.
Men are supposed to be having multiple wives and concubines, but not being a whoremonger, meaning there's rules behind it. You can't be an adulteress. Adultery is a sin. That woman cannot be taken by another man. If she don't have nobody, then she needs a man in her life. There's nothing wrong with this woman sharing her man, because she knows the type of man that she has. She knows that her man is sent by the Most High, and he has a purpose. So her deal, her meaning of life is to what? Be the helpmate to that man. Help him out, and it's going to help you out. It's all about patience, y'all, and a lot of y'all don't have this patience because this world teaches you to have short attention span. This is why. You cannot be taught nothing when you have short attention span. You can't even sit in class long enough to learn nothing. Think about what I'm saying, because you got short attention span. Once you get triggered by your short attention span, you already triggered by your emotions. Bam, you already possessed. Bam, now you're a narcissist. You're not going to hear anything. You don't want to listen. You don't want to obey. You see how that goes? It's because you're still weak-minded. If you know this stuff, this is what makes you stronger. This is what makes y'all women stronger.
Men are very simple. They're straight to the point. Say this one line, it's not left just there at cook, clean, and shut the fuck up. Women don't
They're not our enemy.
I'm gonna shut up. Women don't want any context with anything. Men are very simple. They're straight to the point. They're gonna tell you what it is. So all this, they don't need to give us context. They just gonna say what it is. But because I don't like the way it sounds, that doesn't mean I'm not gonna take it in. I might not like it ever, right? The way it felt when he said it, but I have to take it in because it's clearly something that it's bigger than me, right? Like this is a problem in our community. It's not just random women. Like there's an issue, guys. There's a bigger issue, and we're just not saying it.
Really recognizing and understanding that it's not cheating for a man. A man is living in his purpose. You just not doing your part because you're still failing. You still inviting that demon into your life, into your marriage. Why? Because of your fucking emotions, your fifis. Because this man don't have no control of himself because he wants to feed his flesh. Now he's looked at like a bad person. If he's a whoremonger, then that's a different story. If he's lying, then that's a different story. But if he's trying to be truthful to you, what's wrong with that? You should be grown up enough to recognize this. You are the soft pillow. So he would love to have your recognition. You to be like, okay, let's do this together. I promise you, a lot of y'all will have a strong-minded man. A king that will actually feel like a fucking king. A king can't feel like a king when he got his supposedly queen behind him and she's not backing him up like a queen should. She's not even making him feel like a king.
My life of obeying a man
From this day forward.
to have and to hold from this day forward.
For better, for worse.
For better, for worse.
For richer, for poorer.
For richer, for poorer.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
To love.
To love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And obey. To love.
To love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And obey.
I'm not saying that word.
Say it.
I'm not saying that word. I'm not obeying anybody. I don't obey anybody, especially him. So you can continue without that word. Cherish. I'm not obeying nobody. I'm not saying that word. You think I'm about to start my life off obeying a man? Never. I'm not obeying anybody.
Say it, girl.
So we can continue. We can continue without me
See,
saying that
small
word.
ceremony at your parents' house. So
No, I don't care what it is.
We've got the official.
Vows are vows, and you have to abide by them. And that word obey, I'm definitely not obeying you. No, I'm not. Ever. Don't. I'm not trying to show off, but I'm not obeying. I'm not saying that word obey. I am not. I am not. We either gonna continue or we can leave. We can leave because I'm not saying that word obey. You can continue, Pastor.
Do you want to try?
Go ahead and continue. I'm not saying obey. You can obey. I'm not saying obey. I'm not obeying nobody. I would never obey a man.
A lot of y'all keep thinking, oh, I can do it all by myself and make you feel like this for the rest of my life. That's a lie. When y'all gonna wake up to that lie? You cannot sit there and please this man for the rest of your life. My lady is going through this right now. She's trying to keep up with me. I have a high sex drive. I'm a lot younger. What is she to do? These are the conversations we gotta have because y'all avoid these questions. What is she to do? I can tell you, get me a helpmate. Get me a second wife. Get me a sister wife. Not just for me, but it's gonna help you along the way too. Now you're gonna have help with someone else that can cook, someone else that can go get groceries, someone else that can bring some more income in, someone else that has a mindset where they can sit there and put their mind together and we can actually build something. Someone else that has to be taught about their emotions so that way they can fit into the program. What's wrong with that? A lot of y'all women don't have that, but y'all steady looking for this Prince Charming and they've been lying to y'all from the jump start. Beauty and the Beast wasn't just about Beauty and the Beast and her meeting this guy that she just never could have in her real life, but it had to be an imagination person. It wasn't about that. It was about her being cuckoo. Why? Because she was in her own head. She believed these things would happen and that they was happening and it really wasn't. She didn't have that Prince Charming. She didn't have that beast. It was all in her head. Why? Because she didn't have real friends in her life. A lot of y'all ladies are dealing with this because that lady that's in your life, your friends, are not your real friends. The demon put them there to keep y'all possessed, to keep that stronghold on you so that way you won't grow. So you won't be living in your purpose for the Most High. But y'all gotta wake up to this. And the more you start to see this, you're gonna see those friends start to fade off. Because now they realize, oh shit, the Most High is with this person. Now this person can see me for who I truly am. Can see the devil that's in me, the demon. The demon don't like that, don't like to look in the mirror, so it's gonna try and flee some type of way. Y'all deal with this every day when y'all dealing with people. And they come up with excuses. What do you think these are? The demon don't know how to rebuttal because he has to lie. Lie to himself, lie to that vessel to keep it possessed. That's why a lot of y'all get lied to. Y'all gotta have someone lie to y'all because y'all can't deal with the truth because the enemy that is within you is too strong for y'all. Y'all still weak-minded. Understand and overstand what I'm saying. And you can change your life. But you can't do that if you hold on to bitterness. You gotta learn to forgive. You can't forget, but you need to learn to forgive to move on. Move on, not in a selfish way. Move on, meaning you still need a man in your life. You still need someone you can provide for because of your abilities and your powers and your strength that you have. That man needs that in his life. Can you provide that for him? And that's what y'all need to ask yourself. Questioning yourself about these things. There's nothing wrong with having a helpmate around, another sister wife around to help out. It's not about just that man. It's not just about him being pleased. I'm telling you, that's a big part of it, but that's not all of it. But to have someone else caring for you, a real sisterhood, you can't even trust your own fucking blood. And it's only because of emotions. We don't know how to tap into that. We tap into it the wrong way. And we don't know how to control it. Don't let it control you. One of the biggest things I love being the chosen one is waking other people up. When they finally can understand and understand the things that I'm saying, the movies that they've watched, the things that they've been doing throughout their life, and they get it. Again, y'all, things are going to happen to you. You're no different than anybody else that's in this world. But that's the whole point, is he has to get to you emotionally in order to possess you. So if you're not fully possessed, then you should get my message. And with getting my message, you should be working on self. Again, work on self, but don't be selfish. Make it make sense. I had to tell a young lady that, a client of mine, you know, because she's always looking at life like it's always bad, like she keeps pulling bad men. How many of y'all ladies are doing this? Are they really bad because they don't fit the standards of what's good for you, or they're just bad, period? I had to get my lady to understand this too as well, because I've noticed that when I do something right, she comes right behind me and she'll redo it to her liking. And I've gotten to the point where I would realize this, me being so intelligent that I am, that I go, you know what, well, fuck, I'm not going to keep doing it if you're going to backdoor and redo it again. I wouldn't even be at work trying to do a double work when I can get it done in one take, right? That's what I do. But just because it doesn't fit your standards on how you do it, now you redo it, it becomes your problem, not mine. And I had to get my lady to realize this. It's a lot of shit that I don't do around the house because she'll backdoor and just do it off of GP. Just because she got that ODD, OCD, whatever y'all want to call that shit. She has it. But the fact that I pull back is not because of me being lazy. It's because I'm smart enough to know, well, fuck, if she's going to do it, then I'm not going to do it because she's just going to backdoor and do what I did. Therefore, I'm doing the work for no damn reason. Make it make sense. You see, the devil don't like that. The devil like to look at lies. He likes to go by lies. That's why every movie you watch, right? And that person's possessed. What are they always trying to do? Manipulate that other spirit so it can pass on to them. But it's not going to, because you're not going to let it, right? So it tries to manipulate you. It knows everything about you. It tells you lies. It tries to feed into your what? Emotions. That's the key. And once they get to your emotions, now you can be possessed. Now you can be triggered. Now you can have all these thoughts coming from your emotions because you're too weak-minded to understand this. Using your Christ conscious, you're not strong enough. That's because a lot of you are praising the wrong Most High, the wrong God in your life. He's going to give you these material things. This is what he can give you. Notice this, ladies. Y'all have these material things without a man. And y'all complain about a man when y'all didn't have a man in your life from the get-go. So now that you have a man in your life that's trying to teach you and tell you something, you don't know how to receive that. Whose problem is that? It's not the man's problem, it's your problem. That's all it is, y'all. It's all about emotions. Everything we do, it's all about lessons. To make yourself a better you. That's what I had to get my friend to realize, how important he really is. I said, notice, when I tell you what I told you, and this is what I told him, I said, I noticed when I was at work, the schedule that I had, it was bothering me because I didn't like it. Why? Because I had off Monday and Wednesday, which means I had to work in between. So it almost felt like I didn't have a day off. But I said, you know what? I've been doing it for a while. Fuck it. I'll deal with it. Come to find out, my boss ended up changing my schedule. Not too far along after that. Therefore, I didn't have to say nothing. My schedule got changed the way I wanted it anyway. Why? Because I thought about it. Why? Because the energy that I put towards that made it manifest. And when I told my friend this, he didn't get it. He said, well, if you had a problem with your schedule, then you should have told her this and that. I said, boy, you ain't get what the hell I just told you. Let me repeat myself. I thought about my schedule. I said, how many times you sat there and had a thought about something and then it came into fruition? How many times have you thought about something and you end up seeing that person? How many times before you really recognize the power that you have and who you truly are? That's what I'm trying to get you to see. If I have this gift and this ability, you don't think you got that? And then his eyes got even brighter. I said, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Everything that I'm telling you is about self. And everything I'm telling you is how you can defeat the demon that's attached to you. And that demon is not going to like that. Therefore, he's going to try his best to try to get you interrupted, to break off the frequency. And this is what a lot of y'all deal with. Because y'all rather put a Band-Aid on the wound instead of letting it heal without a Band-Aid from the inside out. Y'all don't know how to properly heal. Y'all don't know how to walk through the fire. It's techniques. It's skills you got to do. That's why they place these certain words in the Bible for a reason. So people can be reminded of these things. Therefore, it can click back in your head to get back to reality. Understand, overstand what I just said. This is coming from a man that never picked up a Bible in his life. Never read a Bible. Never read one whole page of a Bible. But I know the gift and abilities that God, the Most High, has given me. And I use that to my advantage. That's how I got through school. This is how I can interpret dreams. This is how I can read a movie right off bat. It's things you got to pay attention to in science. And I'm able to do all that. Do you know how powerful I really am? That's what I'm saying. And I could become even more powerful, just like Goku. If I have things that will test me, so that way I can better my skills, so I can become stronger. And when I'm telling him all this, his eyes are just open. Like he's just amazed. Like it's a new him. I say, you got to realize this. Because he told me about a almost death sentence situation he had where he came back to life. And he explained it to me. He said, I was able to see this light. It was bright. He said it was like an experiment on me. You know, it had like these things over me. And then I was brought back here. I said, do you think that was a dream? Or was it real? He said, man, it felt real. I said, probably because it is real. This is what I talk about. When I tell you don't walk into the light, don't step into the light, Caroline. Don't step into the light. This is what I mean. And the fact that he stepped into the light, it brought him right back here. I'm not trying to come back here. This place is hell. I'm not trying to be here. This place is cold. Hell ain't cold. Hell is nice and hot. Chilling. Enjoying the weather. Think about it. Game of Thrones. What was considered hell? Coldness. The Lycans, whatever the fuck they was called. The damn demons. They're always cold. It was about the ice. What part we can't get to right now? Antarctica. Where it's cold. They hiding something. That's what I'm saying, y'all. This place gets hot, yes, but is hell really hot? I don't think so. They always tell you the opposite. They get you to try to do the opposite so you can fall short in this world. We're here with fallen angels. Fallen angels that don't like the Most High. Therefore, all his children, they are going to try to claim for their father. Understand and overstand what I'm saying. This simulation keeps continuing because you still haven't learned the lessons yet. You die, you get right back into that light to come right back here and learn nothing. I said, so you got to realize you're here for a purpose then. And your purpose, you ain't meet yet. So again, you thinking you better than me, that's going to stop you from even learning. Therefore, how can you progress? You're not going to. Unless you figure this out and start seeing this shit for what it really is. I said, man, you're right. I know. I wouldn't tell you bullshit. I'm not going to just tell you something that I wouldn't even believe in. Or I wouldn't even do. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I was telling him. This is the power that you have. I already knew this that's within me. That's why I won't change for nobody. I will only make myself a better person. I will only continue to keep telling the truth. Because that's the only way you can defeat the devil, the demon, that bad spirit, is accountability. So just think about it like that. Somebody that's not telling you the truth, they're not even taking accountability. They're not trustworthy. That's how it goes, y'all. People are not meant to be in your life for these reasons. But if you have them in your life because you attached emotionally, this is how they get you. Love y'all. Have a gifted, highly favored, and loved day.